Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Evil Within's The Consequence. This is episode 2, and we are still kind of in the Mobius facility, or at least the version of it within STEM, and I guess we're still trying to reach the original STEM console. Well, we passed the room back there, so I don't know if that's what we're still looking for here. But we got our flashlight back, so we don't have to mess around with chem lights for the moment. Okay. The hallway has inverted as we got closer to where we were going. And I guess, is this the original STEM room? It's looking very Silent Hill Otherworld for the moment. I don't hope we don't have to play looky-loo with the shade again. Oh, there we go. Turn my flashlight on.
You were assigned to your team for a reason. Castellanos, Oda, they know nothing, but they're searching for answers.
Searching for us, you mean?
One of us. But this may be our chance to remove them. Having all of you in one place will provide us with opportunities.
I'm impressed how she's climbing this ladder in those heels. Look how little of her foot is actually touching the rung. She's like toes only. Any longer, and I think I would have needed to play Snake Eater in reverse as we climb down that ladder. Alright. I'm gonna guess from the sepia tone here that we are in the past. And this, I guess, is the KCPD office.
Listen, the police department. Why am I here?
I like to think that this vending machine only exists inside STEM, just to remind you that you're in here. Ruvik's little joke. Just a pile of spotlights. Something impractical about this whole, what I'm looking at. One, there's no way you could reach those to actually close them, so why even put them there? Two, it doesn't block the whole window. I'm just gonna forget I ever saw that. Pedro Martin and Marta Martin. That's an unfortunate name. Alright, those look, I guess, like the SWAT Haunted we saw. This is a really weird poster, though. Okay. Interrogation room. Observation room for the interrogation room. Don't have to worry about a licker jumping through the window here. Probably turn my flashlight off. Oh man. Look at that dog. Christopher Taylor. Amelia White. I feel like these aren't actually missing posters we saw. So these might be, I guess, predating the people that went missing while we were in STEM. Some of these might be the same. Like, I think maybe those two were in there somewhere. I like that the lost dog is mixed in with these missing posters. Like, it's equally important. Is this Joseph's desk? Because he's part Japanese, so obviously he has a lantern on his desk. Just making sure I'm not, like, missing any notes or anything. I feel like there would be at least one tape or something around here. Some grungy-ass desks.
How's Lily doing?
Great. Everything's going fine. Just wish my wife would be home more to take care of her.
She barely took maternity leave, huh? One of Krimson's finest, I suppose. She's a great cop in her own right, but we can manage without her for a little longer.
You should hope she doesn't hear you say that, or you'll be out in your ass, Joseph.
This looks like it's way before I got here. Everyone's so much younger. But Sebastian's profile didn't say he was married. Let alone a child.
And we didn't really hear much about his kid in the main game, aside from in the journals we found. And even they don't mention her that much, aside from, hey, there was an accident, she died. And then his wife started looking for answers. I mean, that does tie into the second game, I know that much, so maybe that's why it's mentioned more here. Though even then, I mean, I guess we're getting, like, stuff from Sebastian and Joseph's memory through STEM here. Or maybe Rubik's just trying to make Kidman feel bad that she's supposed to kill her partners. You see that? There was like rain inside for a second. Oh. Maybe I was just seeing the one coming through this window. I'm actually surprised they... Well, I guess you can see it from the other windows. I was gonna say, surprised they modeled the whole cityscape out here and not just directly in front of the window.
Look, Seb, we need to talk. Going off with your conspiracy theories, you're getting out of control. You don't pull that in front of the captain.
I'm onto something, Joseph. I don't need you hiding shit from me, too.
I'm not, Sebastian. I'm trying to help. I want to help, but you need to think about this carefully. Your daughter, it was a loss everyone on the force felt. But your wife is...
Myra left, Joseph. She left. When we needed each other the most, Myra left me. What would make her do that? I have to know. I don't care what it costs.
His daughter, then his wife? One right after the other? No wonder he always seemed so closed off.
We didn't tell you this before we sent you in because it wasn't pertinent information, and also it was our fault. Myra Castellanos. Myra. I think that's the only time we've seen a picture of her or anything. So it's two pictures of her on the same thing. So this is just the same office we keep going into, right?
Julie Kidman? She barely has any experience, and we don't even know anything about her. Send her out canvassing witnesses then. Let her see the streets.
No. She's coming with us. I'm going to train her. She's my responsibility.
Look, I know you say it's personal, and I don't like to talk about it, but we can't have your misplaced guilt leading to rookies slowing us down.
Sebastian. He and Joseph weren't supposed to be involved. It shouldn't have happened like this.
But maybe Mobius wanted to get rid of both of them.
You've been on assignment for a week. How has it been?
Observe and report, just like you ordered. It's surreal to be on the other side after all I've been through.
Any signs of anything?
Nothing yet. I'm not about to be caught snooping around the classified room while I'm still on probation, so I can't get what they have on us.
Just earn their trust. That's all you can do now. It'll take a while, but in the end, they will let you in.
I didn't know all these police officers were characters, though. Guess the tough, hard-boiled detective stereotype is still going strong.
Our reports on Oda are that he doesn't let things slide. So be extra careful around him.
Will do. Though I can't imagine us getting along well.
And Detective Castellanos. Anything you have to share on him?
Seems drunk half the time, but at least he's considerate. Is he really the one people are concerned about? He seems almost harmless.
He is known to get emotional. Just make sure to give him his space. Respect him. As your superior.
Is it going to turn out that this agent is Myra? Because she was kind of pausing there as she was talking. Like, did she get recruited by Mobius? We still have that hatchet, too.
This is Krimson? This can't be real. The light.
A STEM prototype at Beacon.
Well, we sort of skipped ahead.
Beacon. I just hope I can get there before he does.
I mean, Kidman sort of disappeared for a while when we were doing the whole church area, so I guess it makes sense that she would skip ahead to Krimson City, which is the next place we saw her. So at some point she's gonna be, or I suppose I'm gonna be getting ambushed by a bunch of Haunted and run into Sebastian. Which also means I should be getting a gun soon, because she did have a gun at this point. You know, I do have a minor, but, well, I suppose kind of abstracted fear of being in a building when it falls over. Because there's not really much you can do about that. Alright, so I wonder if I can just boot him off the edge. The chapel. We didn't really get to see Krimson, or, you know, STEM Krimson from this high up. So
Well,
it's neat to see it
he's
all.
not coming back.
Oop. Let's not join him, Julie. Well, hopefully we don't have to do any big gauntlets here like Sebastian had to.
Rubin's experimentation has demanded more and more subjects. And sad to say, they're suffering as much as, if not more than, his previous patients. Fortunately, Beacon and the city offer no shortage of expendable subjects. I should feel guiltier than I do, but my Hippocratic oath was abandoned long ago. The scientific and medical potential of the work is too great to be denied.
So I took up the Hippocratic oath
Mobius
instead.
has also offered me a respectable amount of compensation. Promoting me to director at Beacon is not something to be taken lightly. First, however, they want me to have a reputation, publishing studies in various journals. Repurposing some of Rubin's research towards patient evaluation seems viable. I doubt he will even notice.
You know, I don't actually remember when this game is supposed to be set. Just curious if it kind of fits with the time period to have cassettes instead of, you know, CDs. I suppose that makes sense, because you don't, you know, even now you don't really record Well, I mean, now it's all digital, but I mean, there was never really a CD recorder for a voice recorder. So yeah, I guess even, you know, 2000s and such, you would have had a cassette for a tape recorder, hence the name tape recorder, until digital became more and more prominent.
Over here! Hey! Hey! Come here! Come here!
He does not care. I guess there's this tutorial for that, because there will be multiple opportunities to shove them off a cliff. Oh, I don't think I can carry another hatchet. Now, I don't think I'll be able to, like, lure one to an edge by yelling. Okay, it's just a drop there. Is this guy gonna walk all the way to where I'm hiding? If that's the case, well, I can't wedge myself in there. No, okay. These haunted are walking around very, like, cautiously. Probably worried about getting pushed. I can't climb up early to save time. Nope. Not a good place for the stamina to run out. I thought the floor was going to collapse.
Beacon is close. Can't stop now.
At least that picture in the background of Beacon is getting closer. Oh, there we go. The hole in the wall. Niagara Falls. I've been there. It's not great.
Well, here's where you'll be living. The view's pretty spectacular, huh?
Holy shit. This is different than I'm used to. If you saw where I grew up.
The past is over. You're with us now. Here are the keys. It's yours. You'll have to take care of your own food, clothing, and incidentals. But your bank account has more than enough to take care of that.
So, that's it? What am I supposed to do?
Whatever you desire. But your assignment at the Krimson City Police Department is precedent to everything. You are a police officer, and you must live as such, and act as such.
I don't normally say this, but thank you.
You shouldn't be thanking us. These aren't gifts we provide. You have a very specific assignment at KCPD, and all of this is in exchange for that.
Okay, you're right. Sorry.
Don't apologize. Just show us you can do your job.
Well, I mean, you know, they gotta be some reason people would want to stick with Mobius, and I guess adequate compensation is probably one of them. Especially for a street urchin like Julie. I've got the sight indicator. I'm always confused about whether that actually indicates that I should be hidden. Or if it's just like, oh, you know, if there was an enemy around right now, they could see you. Oh, I got another one of these. Oh, it's just another one of these. Press them until they... Well, that was easy. Is this gonna be number 3? Number 4. So does that mean I missed one again? Okay, yeah, these two are just from the assignment, I guess. I think that's why they're marked as yellow. Yeah, I missed a letter scrap somewhere. Well, I guess I'm never gonna know what those torn letters say. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna go back and collect them all. I suppose I could just look it up on the wiki. Also haven't seen a snail in a while. Probably missed those too. But again, I'm not really that interested in collecting, like, the character models and stuff. And I'm not sure I'd ever want to do a playthrough of this game on the hardest difficulty. I believe it's Akuma. Or that might only be the DLCs. But, like, the main game was already fairly tough. Enough that I've, you know, heard from a few people that it put them off continuing.
You said I shouldn't be, but I am thankful. I don't know what would have happened to me if you hadn't brought me in. The mark. Looks like it might be my only way out.
I mean, there's a door and a crouch spot, and she's like, nope, this is the only way out. Sculpture piece. Okay, so we're gonna need to collect bits of the star. So that makes more sense then. Is there actually any reason to be? Nope, I actually just wanted to stand up. There we go. I'm not sure there's actually a reason to be sneaky. Also, that note was pinned to a wall with a combat knife, but I don't know if that means we have one now. And we don't need the hatchets anymore, or if she just didn't take it for whatever reason. Okay, hiding spots. Usually there's only hiding spots when there's something to hide from. You gonna go back, or are you gonna... I mean, I've still got the hatchet, so if I can just... bury the hatchet, I'll be fine. Alright, another sculpture piece there. I probably didn't even really need to do that. I could have probably just grabbed the sculpture piece. I mean, I don't see really much of a reason to hang on to the hatchet. We already had to give one up because didn't actually need it. And it seems like it's just a spawn room for her. I don't see anything hidden in here. No tango snail. Just some preserved brain. You know, just not sitting on a shelf in case you need it. Yeah, can you run down to the copy room and get me a couple preserved brains? We're running kind of low up here. Okay, so we got one piece. Is that all we needed? This room doesn't actually seem to have anything but more preserved brains in it. So maybe we don't need to go this way. We're still missing a piece, though. But I guess there's already some of it there. Alright. Go. There we go.
This is your last chance to prove yourself to us, kid. Don't let us down. Bring the boy to us.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
Seeing those eyes just reminds me of some of the random live-action TVs and stuff in Alan Wake. I'm not even sure what this one's supposed to be. It's like there's smoke from a fire in the forest and also a broken picture frame. So I think we might be coming up on getting a weapon soon. But we'll take advantage of this oddly placed save cat. And we'll save that for next time. Let's see. That was about 25 minutes or so. Maybe I can continue to the next checkpoint. Because again, we don't actually have to save. It does auto-save. So at least we can check out what's coming up next.
Sebastian. And Joseph, too.
I don't see Joseph.
I dragged you into this.
Do you see Joseph?
What have I done?
I was just about to say, too, this was looking an awfully lot like that awful construction site, and yeah, that's the gauntlet we had to run. He had a lot less trouble with it there. Okay, checkpoint. And yeah, there's like way less haunted down there. Or maybe she just can't see them. And then here's the shooting segment. Okay. Her secret is that she regains health in cover, so it doesn't matter if I get shot. As long as I can get back into cover. Ugh, finally. It has to give me a tutorial just in case I forgot how to use a weapon. So she actually has a... I want to say that's just the 1911. As opposed to a revolver like Sebastian. Though we really don't have a lot of ammo. Seems a bit more powerful than the revolver, though. Can we jump across? No, I guess we gotta go through the door they came through. Alright, so now it's a little bit more traditional Evil Within. Though the fact that we can unequip the gun for the flashlight makes me think that it's not too different. Also, there's ammo over there. Can I jump this gap? I can't. I wonder why there's ammo over there. Or if I just have to go the long way around. Oh, and they're giving us a lot of bullets. In fact, they give us more than we can use. Okay, that's why there's ammo over there. So I suppose as long as I'm efficient, I should be alright on ammo, like using these barrels to kill these two guys. That's right. I don't know if I got any of them. Apparently, Kidman cannot do the kick when she has the gun out, for some reason. Or, no, never mind. That's actually my fault. I thought space was the kick because you double tap space to kick doors. But no, it's left click when you're not aiming to kick. Guess those helmets don't stop bullets. Oh, I forgot how wonky the aiming is in this, or at least how much harder it is to aim easily. Let's have a sit down here and recover my health. Oop, there's a bit more ammo there. Seems weird that they would give you so much ammo, but her ammo cap is so low. I guess the idea is, it's like, oh, maybe you're not used to shooting again. Alright, so there should be a checkpoint up here now that the music is fading. And that seems like a good time to call it, now that we've got our gun back. I like that her flashlight is just on her hip, but she can still turn it on, like, with her head. Or with her mind. Ooh. Dark room with buildings.
Shit!
Now this time we're armed. Okay, so I just gotta wait till its light comes back to shoot it again. I suppose I have to kill it or damage it enough. Well,
Did Ruvik send you? Well, I hope he gets the message.
It dissolved this time, so I don't know if that means we'll see her again. It's not like we never saw bosses reappear after being defeated. Like the Keeper. Though I can't remember if the Keeper ever dissolved into those, like, blood bugs after being defeated.
Kidman, are you in there?
Sebastian?
Kidman, it's me.
It seems pretty weird, though, that it's so different what everyone else sees her doing and what she's actually doing.
If you hadn't come along...
Save it for later. There are probably more of them around.
Sebastian? What is...
I guess we're just gonna skip that whole fight they had there.
She's my responsibility.
And that explains
Sorry for
why
putting you through this.
he didn't have a bullet hole
I
when
don't
we
want
woke
to
up.
hurt you any more than I already have.
He might try to stop me through you.
It's a weird one too, because Leslie is the one that let Sebastian out. So
A little
somehow
hasty with that gun, kid.
he popped around from
What
there.
is it you plan on doing?
What I have to do.
No! You do what we say. You will come back with that boy, or you will disappear.
Well,
You really think you
I was
can do
gonna
anything to stop this?
here, but I guess we have to run from this guy again.
You don't understand!
We don't need your excuses, kid. You run because you're weak. You're afraid of us.
Whoa, what the fuck is that?
Oh. So this is where she ends up in the school bus?
Joseph. Can't be.
This thing gonna run? Only one way to find out.
Shit!
What are you doing? Answer me.
Fuck this place.
Alright. I was gonna be like, alright, I guess we'll stop at the driving section, but no. That's the end there, so that seems like a better place to stop. Good conclusive thing, so we only have one chapter left before we are done with the Kidman saga. And then we can finish up with Executioner, and then we'll be done with Evil Within. But I'm getting close to the resolution, and I assume the ending of The Consequence will kind of wrap up more of what happened at the end of the game, because we didn't really see too much. But until next time, I've been Shadefire, this is the Evil Within's The Consequence, and I hope you'll join me as we near the end of this kind of expansion of the main story. Till next time, take care everyone.